Fellas, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to play Rocket Raccoon in this Marvel Rivals guide. Rocket Raccoon is a strategist with one of the more recognizable faces and a good strategist to start out with. His focus is on mobility and utility. Rocket Raccoon does have some healing abilities and can defend himself. However, he can be a lot to grasp at first, but once you get the hang of him, they make for a great choice. So let's get on with how to play him. But first, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Marvel Rivals. Now, let's get into it. Starting off with this base attack, this does 16 damage per round with 12 rounds per second. The damage does fall off around 20 meters to about 40 or so percent. So you can melt up close, but he is kind of weak from far away. Rocket is great for finishing off low health characters, and those nimble ones like Spider-Man or Iron Man. This is not a hit scan weapon, meaning if the target is a bit away, you do have to lead the target. For his next ability, he shoots bouncing spears that bounce up to 10 times. They travel very fast, about 60 meters or so per second, but when they're close to an ally who they're healing, they do slow down to about 4 meters a second. When you heal yourself, it restores 60 HP, and for your allies, it restores about 30. And you can hold up to 8 of the charges at once. You can also rapidly fire them just to get in a bunch of healing. The next one is a little bit more complicated with the BRB, the Battle Rebirth Beacon. This can revive a fallen ally, and it does produce armor and a jetpack ability, so a double jump for your teammates. This is thrown with the E button and looks exactly like that. You do have a 45-second cooldown timer, then once an ally does die, they can be respawned at the beacon, just like that. The armor packs for the allies are orange and restore 25 overshield, and then the jetpacks is blue for the double jump. It does have 150 health, so it can be destroyed quite easily, and it does last quite a while. So the next one we have is his jetpack dash. That lets him jetpack dash forward about 10 or so meters. You have 2 uses, so you can do it twice for 20 meters. Good for maneuvering, good for getting out of the way. You do, however, launch wherever your cursor is pointed. So you can launch up or down if you want to go down really fast. Next for his abilities, we have the wall crawl. This lets him run up walls in whatever direction you're holding. So it's good for maneuverability, getting into tight spots, or getting to a safe zone in case you're taking damage. And then when you're up high and in case you need to fall down very slowly, you have Flying Ace, where he activates his jetpack and descends at about 3 or so meters per second. Let's look at the team ups. We have Ammo Invention for the first one. It gets a big 12 or so meter radius. The Punisher as well as Bucky do get infinite ammo and they shoot a lot faster. It lasts about 12 seconds and it has a 45-second cooldown, so it's great for defending or for the offensive. And Punisher and Winter Soldier are 2 common characters that you do see, so this is a great team up. The next team up we have is Old Friends. This is where Groot can ride. This is where Rocket can ride on Groot's shoulders, and when he's here, he takes a 35% damage reduction. Lastly, we have the Ultimate, which is Sia, the Cosmic Yarn Amplifier, that grants allies a bonus damage of about 40%. This beacon has 800 health, so it can take a bit of a hit, and it lasts up to 12 seconds. You also get that bonus damage, as you can see the arrows pointing up. That's an ultimate that's great for defending a payload, defending an objective, or even making an offensive play. The bonus 40 damage is absolutely phenomenal, which makes Rocket such a great character to use. Now, that's the gist of all of his abilities. Let's hop into some matches and see how it all comes together. So normally for strategists, it's assumed that your focus will be a healer. Rocket Raccoon can heal somewhat, and you definitely should shoot out your healing bubbles, but he fits more of a cleanup and utility king. But that's not to say you should not heal at all. Any healing is better than no healing. And since his orbs slow down near allies, this is great for teammates like Spider-Man or Venom, who are constantly moving around. The more you play Rocket, a little trick to remember is that you can actually shoot the orbs to move them into another direction, and that can help get your teammates healed. The orbs are great in tighter spots as they can bounce off multiple walls to get the maximum healing in. They can heal a teammate up to about 135 health for the full duration of the spear, so don't be stingy with the orbs. More orbs means more healing. His base attack does deal great damage up close, but it's very weak from a far distance and targets can be harder to hit. He can buff up his teammates with his ultimate and BRB, which also can revive teammates. He's very useful and does tend to get banned in ranked from his abilities. Rocket does have fantastic mobility from his jetpack, but he isn't as fast as some of the other strategists. He excels with vertical play over horizontal. This will let him get into some really hard to reach spots. Plus, with the flying ace, he can descend slower, which can help with surprise attacks and hitting from above. And so looking into what makes Rocket great, that is his utility. His BRB beacon will give the shield packs and let your teammates get a double jump in, depending on the pack. Bonus health is great, and being able to double jump, especially with heroes who don't have great mobility, can really shake things up or get them out of hard to reach spots. Also, being able to revive every 45 seconds is a huge bonus that needs to be taken advantage of. Now oddly, and probably a bug, I've seen the BRB not heal anyone from the armored packs, and I've seen teammates revive really far away. This hasn't been a bug issue in the last little bit that I've seen, but it has been a problem. Now, situationally, you can destroy the BRB machine so that the revive does not happen, but when and why you use that is entirely up to you. He has a great team up with Punisher and Bucky with the infinite ammo, and being able to shoot faster. That offers incredible offense and defense around an objective. That makes this ability something you should always be utilizing. Using the ammo invention and the Sia ult for the 40 bonus damage is a play not to be forgotten. In general, granting the team the attack buff can make clearing the other team an easy feat. It does have a chunky cooldown, so pay attention to your surroundings and make the most of the situation. Again, you also get the damage buff. This will let Rocket melt the other team in mere moments depending on the distance, or still provide nice damage regardless. Plus, giving your tank a damage boost and blasting healing orbs can be the play that wins the game. As you play through your games, your situational awareness will improve and you'll learn when the most opportune time is. However, you don't want to be focusing on just doing damage. You can heal during the ult, which might be the key for keeping your squishier teammates alive. Another great benefit of Rocket is the extra mobility. If you're trying to get away, you can also heal yourself using the orbs, which is a nice perk. Don't be afraid to take any of the health shields from the beacon as well. Staying alive means you can provide more support, which makes winning matches easier. The extra mobility means you're also able to heal your team and keep them topped off on health. It allows the tanks to get in and do what they need to do. You may have to do a bit of hand holding with Rocket by shooting your orbs into teammates and forcing good placement of the BYB. Some players I find tend to avoid the pickups in the bubbles in some matches, as during the rush of the match, they see an object on the ground and opt to avoid it, not to take damage. It should improve in time, but for now, a bit of hand holding may be required. Rocket Raccoon may not have the best range of all, but he can hit from a distance, and his mobility can allow you to get in quick to finish off some of the lower health enemies. Plus, his utility makes him an excellent choice for fast-paced, high-impact gameplay. You don't see him too often in pub, and he's not my top choice as a strategist as well, but he is a force to be reckoned with and a great asset for any team. And that's it for this Rocket Raccoon guide in Marvel Rivals. If you found this video helpful or think there's something missing, let me know in the comments below. And hey, hit that like button if you're still watching, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already, and stay tuned for the next one.